Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So in this video, we will go over the solution for lab 3 of unit 3. And again, it's a continuation of the lab that we did in unit 2 plus the lab that we did previously, which is lab 2 in this unit. Now, in this unit, basically what you're supposed, sorry, not in this unit, I meant in this lab, you're supposed to basically create a new page, which is very identical to the page that we created in lab 2, which was a contact page. Now, in this lab, you're supposed to create a page for the order, and it's also added in the list of links. So that's basically it, I think. And you have to make some changes in other pages so they can connect with this page as well. So in order to um, before before we start, let's take a look at the page. If you notice, this page here is the contact page that we created in the last lab. And this page here is the new order page. If you notice, it's very similar. On the left side, you can see all the contact details, which are very similar to this section. And there's a form on the right side on the contact page, and that's very similar to what we have here, which is the order form. Now, so in order to create that, we have to add a new HTML page, which you can copy most of the code from the contact HTML page. So I'll do that first. I'll create a new page, go over to contact HTML, copy that, and paste it. Okay, and save that to the same place where all the other HTML files are and name it order.html. Okay, now I'll probably keep those functions because I noticed that there's a submit and retrieve button on this page as well. So I'll keep that for now, but we'll make the necessary changes. So the first thing is we need to add a new link for the order, right? And you have to go back to all the other pages and add the link here as well. So this will become contact.html and this will become order.html, and just change the name to order. Okay, and if we okay in contact.html, do the same thing. Okay, add order.html, contact.html, change this to order. Save that, refresh, and now we have a link for order. I'll click on that and we're taken to the same page, to the orders page, but it looks the same way because we copied the code from um, contact page. Now, the first thing we would do is change this form to make it similar to what we have here. So for that, I will scroll down to the form section and change these variables. So this will become type, this will become plan, this will become price, and text, 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 type, ID. So make sure you change the IDs as well. Type, oops, sorry, type, plan, price. And make sure to use make sure to not use capital letters because it will get confusing. Make sure for creating IDs, just use, small letters because it's easier to remember like that. So we have type, plan, price. We don't need message. And let's keep the error. We need a submit button and one button to retrieve last order. Okay, save that, refresh. No way, I made changes in the oh my god. Okay, just copy it from here. Okay. How will I do this? Okay. Okay. It's not the most attractive thing to see, but because this had the previous thing that I copied, right? So save this, go back. Now contact, oops, contact should be contact. Yes. Now we have order. So in the order page, we can also change the heading, order form, refresh. Now, the only thing that doesn't make sense to me is these two are a bit larger in size. So we can set an attribute called size. Let's make it 40. Size 40. And the last one I think is fine. So yeah. So now they look similar. Now we have the order form. Okay. Um, but when we click on submit, it should go to the method send, right? What happens in send is that it takes all the details from, this is the code from contact, right? The contact page. So in that, it was taking all the details from the contact form and saving them. But here, we can just change the IDs and the variable names to reflect the order form details. So plan, price, price. Okay, and then you don't need the last one. And since we don't have name, I think we don't need this. If, or we can keep this like this. If type is empty or plan is empty, which is not going to happen because we added the required attribute, but just for fancy stuff, price is equal to empty. So if in any of those cases, if type was empty or plan was empty or price was empty, meaning if the user never entered anything here and they just pressed on submit, what should happen? Enter order details. In the error section, which is actually this part here, it will display for the user enter order details. Now, here you can see order successfully sent, and then this should be type, plan, price, type, plan, and then price. Okay, and then remove the last one. And that's it. Now, this method, read, basically comes from this button click, which is retrieve last order. So the same things that we stored here, we need to get them from the storage. One thing that I did wrong is that in this particular what's it called lab, you're using session storage. So here from the previous lab we had local storage, right? So all you have to do is just rename or change local storage to session storage. Okay, and or you can even store in local storage, but okay, let's just use session storage for this lab. It doesn't specify, it just specifies in one place, but it doesn't really say where to actually save it, so just use session storage. So here, instead of name, which we had earlier, we have now type, then we have plan, and then we have price. Same way, we just change this to session storage, and then just change the ID. Type, plan, price. Okay, and remove that. So now when we read, we're going to read from session storage and the same things that we require for the order. Now, what else? Do we need to do something else? Nothing really here, okay? Now, the second part of the lab, it says that go to the dedicated servers page, okay, which I will open here. So in the dedicated servers page, again, if we can view it so it makes more sense, there's this table, right, where you have plan 1, plan 2, plan 3. And all of these plans have different pricing. So what you have to do is you have to change these headings, plan 1, plan 2, and plan 3, in a way that when that first of all you're able to click on it, and when you click on it, it takes you to order.html. Now there are many ways of doing this. I'll show you two ways, but yeah, that's the basic thing. You have to click on you have to make this heading plan 1, plan 2, and plan 3 clickable, and when you click on it, you should store the plan name, which is in this case it will be plan 1. The type is basically server, and the price is 200. If it was plan 2, then the plan would be plan 2. The type again is server, and the price is 400. And similar for plan 3, which is the plan, and server is the type, and the price is 600. Now, first of all, how to make this thing clickable, plan 1 and plan 2 and plan 3. Now, there are two ways. Either you can just write on click and then call the method, let's say, order. Okay, this is one way. And that means that you need to add JavaScript to your code. So script tag, type text slash JavaScript. Okay, and then the function order. Okay, now in this case, let's say I can just show an alert clicked. Okay, now if I refresh, if I click on it, it shows me the alert clicked. Now I need all of them to become clickable, right? I need plan 1 to become clickable, plan 2, and plan 3. And I don't want, one way would be that you create different methods for each of them, or you create the same method and use 3 times. That's the more programmatic approach. So that means I will just create one method called order, and then I'll use it here 3 times. So on click for the plan 1, on click for plan 2, and then on click for plan, plan 3, which is order. Okay, but how will this method order know which plan I clicked, right? So in this case, what I can do is I can send um, little information with the method. So within these two brackets, you're allowed to send information to the method or the function. So this function right now does not know anything, right? But for it to know which plan was clicked, I can send a piece of information that says, oh, this is plan 1. Okay, so let's say I'm going to send um, the text plan 1. Oh, and you have to use single quotations, not double quotations, because you're already using single quotations here. Okay, and then plan 2, and then plan 3. Now, for me personally, I don't like this approach. I think like people can make mistakes when writing text, and that to me it doesn't um, make sense, because when you type you can make a mistake, you can write it this way, and then when you're checking it there in the method, you run into errors as well. So what I prefer doing is instead of using text as these little piece of information, I will use numbers. I will say plan one. If plan one was clicked, let the order method know that one was clicked. Okay, something like that. Two was clicked or three was clicked. Okay, so this will say order one means the user clicked on plan one. Order two means the user clicked on plan two, and order three means the user clicked on plan three. Okay, and now here, oops, I should change this to contact.html and then have order as well. So this will be order.html order. Okay, now in the order, this cannot be empty now. Why? Because we know that here we were sending some piece of information, right? So you can give it a name here. Now here in this part, we really don't know what information is going to come. So what you're going to say, you just like how we create a variable to store information that we don't know that the user is going to give us, the same way the information that is coming from or coming to the method, we don't know what that information is going to be. So we'll create a variable for that. But in this case, you do not need to use the word var. You can just give it a name. So I'll just give it a name called plan. So whatever that number is going to be, it will be stored in plan. Okay. Now I will create two variables. Um, or wait, do I have to create variables? Okay, let's try to create variables. But before that, let's rename this because I want to use plan here also. So I'll rename this to selected maybe. Okay, so whatever that number is, it will be stored in a variable called selected. Now here I'll have two variables. One of them is plan, and the second one is price. Okay, and then yeah, that's really it. So now I'm going to check if the user selected one. Okay, in that case, the price is going to be $200, and let's keep the order. And the plan name is plan one. Otherwise, if the user selected two, then the plan is plan two, price is $400. Else, if selected was 3, then plan is equal to plan 3 and price is equal to $600. Okay, now I have the information. Now, based on whatever the user selected, if the user selected plan 1, which here we were sending a number 1 with the order, in that case, plan 1 is saved in the variable plan and $200 is saved in price. Similarly, plan 2 for when the user selects the second plan, and then the price is $400 and $600 for when the user selects plan 3. Now I have to store all of these details in session. Now the first thing that we need to store is the type. And because we're on the dedicated servers page, all the types of all, wait, the type of all the plans is a server, right? Because plan 1, plan 2, plan 3 are all servers. So I don't have to repeat it during all of these checks. So I can just write at the end that session storage dot set item type. Oh, did I explain this? When you click on this, now when we've made it clickable, right? But when you click on this, it should store all these details. Plan 1, $200 if it was plan 1, and plan 2, $400 if it was plan 2, and then plan 3, $600 if it was plan 3. And then after storing all of these details in the session, it should move to the order page and then fill the details there. Okay, so here I'm storing it in the session. So the type is basically the server session storage dot set item plan will be the variable plan session storage dot set item price is price. Okay, now if you want to move to the now everything is saved. Okay, and now if you want to move to the order page, you just write location dot href and then order dot html. Okay, now if I refresh this, if I click on plan 1, it takes me to the order page. Similarly, if I click on plan 2, it takes me to the order page, and if I click on plan 3, it takes me to the order page. Now, when it takes you to the order page, it should also show what was selected. So if plan 1 was selected, the type should be server, the plan should be plan 1, and the price should be $200. How to do that? We already have the code for displaying the details in the read method. So all I'm going to do is call it on load. So when the page is loading, call the read method. Okay. So again, if we go to dedicated servers, click on plan 1. Now, I don't know if it's visible, but it says server plan 1 $200. Let me increase it a bit. Yeah. Server plan 1 $200. If I go back, plan 2 $400, and for plan 3 it should be it is plan 3 and $600. Okay, am I missing something? No. So that's how you would do it. Oops, sorry. That's how you would do it. Now here I told you there are two ways of doing the click thing for plan 1 and plan 2, all of that. I showed you how to do it on TD, but you can also have it as a hyperlink and then just move the on click within the hyperlink. Okay, and the text for plan 1 should go between the hyperlink, and the href should be order.html. That's another way. Okay, but in this case you should just remove this part because it's already going to order.html. So if I can just copy this part for the rest. Okay, but in this case, you need to do a bit of styling as well. So if I go to dedicated servers, now it looks different. So for this, you have to go to, first of all, the table pricing in style. So wherever pricing is, yeah, within pricing, there is hyperlink. For this particular hyperlink, give it the same color as headings. Where is heading? Where is heading? I feel like I'm skipping it somewhere. Oh yeah, it's here. So give it the same color as the heading, which is yellow, orange, whatever that color is. Okay, and then remove the underline. And to remove the underline, you have to say text decoration none. Okay, and now if we refresh, it looks similar to how it is shown here. You just click here and then you're taken to this tab. Now, when you click on submit, it should say order successfully sent. Click on OK. and then it will still load the same details for you because we have an onload method, right? So one thing you can do after okay, one thing that you can do after submitting the form is just clear the form. So you can say, oops, the whole thing. Okay, and then this will be plan price. Okay, and then just one last thing would be to add return false, because otherwise it will keep reloading the page and you will keep calling the read method on load. Okay, so if I refresh this, and first of all, let's go to dedicated servers, go to plan 3, submit. Oh, wait, it should be plan 3. Wait, what is happening? Did we store it in session? Okay, session, session, session. Okay, refresh, plan 3. Why? Okay, this is weird. Wait, go to dedicated servers, go to plan 2. I think I made a mistake somewhere. And dedicated servers, href order html, or oh, wow, wow. I forgot to change. See, if you keep them as one, it will keep thinking that you clicked on one. So 2 for 2 and 3 for 3. So now if we refresh dedicated servers, plan 2, yeah, now it's plan 2. If you submit, it should refresh. Sorry, it should remove everything. Did I save that? It's not even showing order successfully sent. Why? Okay. Maybe because if return false, submit. Oops. Let's remove this. Submit. Okay. Hmm. Return false. Maybe we need to put it outside. No idea why it's not working. But let's see. So now return false. Okay. Okay, makes sense. I don't know. I think the issue was maybe I forgot the semicolon. Maybe I'm not sure though. because even the alert was not working. But now if I keep it back here and tab, save that. Now go back to dedicated servers. Let's say plan 3 this time. Submit. Okay. Perfect. Retrieve last order 600. Perfect. I'm so happy. But that's how you're supposed to do for dedicated servers. The same thing should be now done for VPS and web hosting. Again, you'll do the same thing. You will open, first of all, let's say VPS hosting. Okay, and then for add the link for contact.html, and then the same for order.html, order. Okay, and then create plan, plan, plan. Okay, and then href is order.html, href is order.html, HTML. Okay, and then on click order 1, the same thing for order 2, but this time I will be careful. Order 2, order 3. Okay, and then the same exact thing, you will just copy the script, add it to VPS hosting. You have order, you have plan and everything. Now here, instead of server, it's basically VPS, right? So we will say VPS, and the pricing I think is the same. So we'll just reset this, and that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. If I click now on each of them, so plan 1, VPS plan 1, 200. Similarly, plan 2, perfect. Plan 3, perfect. Submit, okay. Retrieve, perfect. Now the same exact thing for web hosting. Okay, I will add the script here. Instead of server, it is web hosting. Web hosting. Is it called web hosting? Shared hosting. Shared hosting. And just add the link. Href is order.html. So you're going to order.html page, but when you click on it, when you click on the link, it will first go to order method for plan 1. Okay, and then the same thing, just copy it, paste it here, paste it here. Make sure you change the numbers and just move the text within the hyperlink. Okay, save that. Now this is annoying, it's very small, but refresh. Plan 1, shared hosting. Plan 2, excellent. Plan 3, okay, submit. Okay, maybe just remove the alert and retrieve. Perfect. That's it. That is lab 3. Now, just a suggestion. If you create your not if you create, but you can use this lab, this whole lab hosting central from when we started it in Unit 2 up until now, and we'll also be using it in Unit 4. You can use this as a guide for your project because it has exact same thing. If you look at it, if you go to home, it's also highlighting three different products that this company called Hosting Central has, and you're able to have you're able to view the different plans. You're able to look at all of these different things represented in a table. All you have to do is maybe add new things like um, what's it called, the cart, the chatbot, the review. But if you can use this as a guide, and if you present something similar like this, I feel like it's a winner project. So yeah, take this as a reference or a guide, and all the very best. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching.